Hey everyone, my name's Anthony Cofrancesco from BrainyFlights.com, and today I wanted to take a minute to discuss the Wyndham Rewards Credit Card. Now, Wyndham Rewards is a program that doesn't really get a lot of attention, but I think there is some value to be had in the program despite how little people talk about it. So the credit card itself comes in two different flavors, two different versions. You can get the card that has no annual fee, and then you can get the card that actually has an annual fee. Now, aside from the sign-up bonus, there's really not much material difference between the no annual fee card and the card with an annual fee. So on the no annual fee card, you're earning a sign-up bonus of 15,000 points, and then you compare that to the card with the annual fee, and that gives you a sign-up bonus of 30,000 points. So aside from that, the only real big difference on the card with the annual fee is that every year on your account anniversary, they're giving you 6,000 points. So I would say that's worth between $60 to $120 depending on how good that redemption is. So if you consider that the card has a $75 annual fee, if you're thinking, oh, well, do I want the card with an annual fee or without an annual fee? I would say it makes more sense just to spring for the card with the annual fee because you're going to get a larger sign-up bonus, and because you're getting the 6,000 points every year, it's going to pretty much pay for itself. It's going to pretty much pay for the annual fee. Now, the Wyndham Rewards program is actually kind of interesting for a couple of different reasons. Unlike a lot of different hotel chains where they have different categories for redemption, so maybe the top level hotel is 100,000 points for a night, whereas the bottom level hotel might be only 10,000 points for the night, Wyndham Rewards is the same across the board. So any property that's in Wyndham Rewards or in their vacation properties is just 15,000 points a night. Now, Wyndham has a pretty diverse spectrum of hotels in their chain. On the very low end, they have Super 8, and they also have Days Inn, so not the classiest of establishments. But on the upper end, they have their vacation properties, and then they also have things like Wyndham Grand, which the new Wyndham Grand hotels tend to be very, very nice. So just based off the value proposition that every point redemption is going to be 15,000 points, you can get some tremendous value. So I've stayed at one of my favorite properties that is in the part of Wyndham is the Wyndham Grand in Clearwater Beach, Florida. Amazing, beautiful new hotel. It's massive. It's got a really great view at sunset. Doesn't matter. It's just 15,000 points a night. And I've stayed there when the nightly rate was going to be almost $400 a night. I also really like the Mills House. That's in Charleston, South Carolina. Beautiful, beautiful hotel. And it's just 15,000 points a night. So the other real big reason that I like the Wyndham Rewards credit card, despite how little attention it gets, is because Wyndham has a huge portfolio of vacation properties, and that's where you can get some amazing value. So with the vacation properties, you can actually use still just 15,000 points to book things like slopeside condos in Vail. You can get cabins in the mountain. There's actually in Europe, there's quite an extensive network of vacation properties that you can stay at. My personal best redemption was when I used only 15,000 points a night, and I stayed 2 nights at Montoneros in Vail, right? So these were slopeside condos that would have cost almost $900 a night, but because I used my Wyndham Reward points, you can actually just spend 15,000 points for a completely free stay at Montoneros in Vail. And it wasn't hard to book. It was actually quite straightforward. So that being said, if the Wyndham credit card isn't something that's in your current portfolio, or it's a card that you hadn't really thought about, I would highly recommend giving it a second look. A really cool thing about it too is if you're restricted by the Chase 524 rule, so you can't get approved to any new Chase cards, consider checking out the Wyndham because it's actually through Barclays Bank, right? So it's a completely different credit card issuer, and so if you're limited by Chase 524, you can probably take advantage of actually getting approved for this card. And with a 30,000 point sign-up bonus, right off the bat, that's good for 2 free nights at any Wyndham property in the entire world. And there's some really great properties and also vacation homes that you can rent. So if you found that video to be helpful, please give us a thumbs up. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I'd actually be really curious to hear what are some of the vacation properties, if you've used Wyndham points, where are some of the places that you've redeemed your points? Let me hear your stories. And then if you like this video, I would hope that you would subscribe to the YouTube channel for more helpful videos into the future. Thanks so much. Have an awesome day.